Welcome to Fastang 444. If you've been watching my videos and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click on that bell. To systematically go through the entire map, finding undiscovered roads, I will use the Ford RS200. This was a task that I knew was going to take quite a while, and I would have to go about it very systematically. And this was the first 517 of 671 that I found in the Northwest. And I was just going to scan from northwest to northeast and then just go all the way from north to south, going from the west side of the map to the east side of the map. And this initial part took just under 2 hours to go through discovering all these roads. And because I am what is called a completionist, I needed to take on this task. I need to complete everything within a game, and it bothers me if I do not. So I am obviously fast forwarding this. You're not going to watch 2 hours of me just going through and doing this. And after I was doing this a little while, I determined I needed to turn off everything, clear the map, that the icons might quite possibly block some of the roads that I am looking to discover. And along the way, I did wind up taking pictures of some of the cars to help try and complete that in addition to discovering the roads. While I'm at it, I did purchase some cars here, especially since it's a Mustang. I'm Fastang 444. I have to buy all the Mustangs. With the icons all off the map, I did land on a few speed zones, speed traps and such that I figured, why not? Let's do it. First time through. Even though I'm not getting 3 stars, I'll come back and deal with that another time. This was the first portion of the video that took 55 minutes. Now this is the beginning of the second portion of the video I recorded. With all of the number of roads that are in Tokyo, I'm thinking about trying to go into Tokyo last and hoping to get the remainder of the roads there. And as it progresses here, it's getting more difficult to find roads that have not been discovered, outside of Tokyo, that is. So I'm just kind of systematically going around trying to find any road that isn't discovered. Working my way back from south to north, west side to east side. point, I decide to come back around Tokyo. I guess this is the parking structure area, if I remember correctly. Little bits of road here and there. And some of the areas in this parking structure area in Tokyo will have the same selection when I tried to fast travel, whether I wanted the lower or higher. So that is something that I'm going to have to systematically go through both levels. And as it gets to where there are fewer roads to be discovered, it's getting more difficult to find them, and it's going to be an arduous task finding the remaining roads. And I'm also getting exhausted doing this, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to get them all completed on this day. And I'll play this in regular speed. You can see just a small portion of this road was undiscovered. And there looks to be another small section just ahead here. And there is. So 9 roads to go. And I see just a small portion of this road here. You see that? Just the very end of that portion of trail or dirt road, whatever that's called, is undiscovered. And this is the point I realized this is not getting done today. I'm going to have to revisit this. And as I mentioned earlier, I was getting exhausted. This was a strain looking at all of these little bits and pieces of road, trying to find, as one online gaming friend described it, a needle in a haystack at this point. And that wound up being the last road I discovered on this day, 664 of 671. And I started at 517 of 671. This was the point I determined it's time to call it quits here. And I will revisit this after I am refreshed. This was around 2 hours after I stepped away from it. I can see a small section of this dirt road that is not discovered. So I'll fast travel over there. And this winds up being 665 road discovered. I didn't have a video of this next small section of dirt road I found while I was playing the Eliminator, actually. You can see that dirt road that goes under the 2-lane highway, back and forth underneath it there, the bit of a loop. So I wound up looking at the video that I had from the previous day and took a screenshot of that. This wound up being the next day. While I was playing the Eliminator, I noticed this small section of road was undiscovered. So I took a screenshot of it to help remember exactly where it was at. And after the Eliminator game, came right back over here. Road 667 discovered, 4 to go. I'll zero in on this in case you are also missing discovering this small section of road. And right after I discovered that other road on the same day, I decided to scan around, see if I can't find another section of undiscovered road, and I did here in the docks. Fast travel over. Alright, road 668, 3 to go. I did scan the entire map again on this day, and I was unsuccessful at finding any more undiscovered roads. So the next day I found a YouTube video. It mentioned that there may be little bits of dirt roads where the end isn't complete, and I found this down in the southwest. There was just a small section of that end of that road leading towards the waterway for 669. Now 2 to go. And I thought it'd be wise to open up the map and show you exactly where that is located, in case you're struggling with that one. And I spent some more time on that day, unsuccessfully. And I did find 4 days later this small section of road here in, what is this, the docks? So I fast travel over here. It's around the corner here, on the left. Let's get this. 670. 1 to go. I'll show you where I found that here in the docks. One week later, after the season changed from autumn to winter, I thought it might be easier to see the dirt roads and trails on the snow-covered ground. So I was scanning all over the place, looking, and all along I'm thinking, you know what, I think it's going to be in Tokyo on those 2 leveled roads on the waterway in Tokyo. So I kept coming back to that throughout this week, and I was unable to find any undiscovered roads on those 2 level roads within Tokyo. And I drove up and down them just thinking, you know what, maybe it's showing, as in the video I watched, that if you find the upper level, it won't show that the lower level is undiscovered. So that was in my mind. So I'm scanning. I'm not finding anything. And I keep coming back to, you know what, I need to focus more on where I think that missing last undiscovered road is, around those 2 levels. So I went back to that section of road in Tokyo, and I'm just slowly scanning around, intently looking, and I'm not seeing anything just yet. There are some gray sections of, I think, waterway and shadows of roads, and and it's deceiving. It makes you think that there's a section of road, but right around here, I thought I saw a small sliver of road. Where was that? Where is it? I think it's right around here. No, that's not it. All right. Where is it? Right around in there. It looks like there's a small section of the road, and this is that upper, lower, or higher, lower thing that I thought I would find it in, and that video had mentioned. No, it's not here. Where is it? I think it's over this direction. Is this it? It is! I got it! Yes! I finally got it! Wow! This may very well be the hardest thing to accomplish in Forza Horizon 6. And it's done. Yes! Haha! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe, please. Help me grow my channel.